Hey everyone, Joanna here. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and Chip and I, we just love celebrating love. It's not just about the gifts, you know? It's about creating those special moments that make your heart skip a beat. Imagine escaping to a place where the only thing that matters is you and the one you love. A place with breathtaking views, cozy moments, and memories you'll cherish forever. We're talking about romantic getaways that are straight out of a storybook. From overwater bungalows in Bora Bora to charming Parisian cafes, we're about to dive into the dreamiest destinations to spark that Valentine's Day magic. So grab your sweetheart, get ready to be inspired, and let's start planning your most romantic Valentine's Day yet. First up, we're whisking you away to Bora Bora, a place that practically defines paradise. Picture this. You wake up in your own private overwater bungalow, sunlight streaming in, and the sound of gentle waves lapping beneath you. Step out onto your private deck and take a dip in your infinity pool, the crystal-clear turquoise lagoon stretching out before you. Can you just imagine that view? It's the kind of place where you can truly unwind and reconnect with each other. Later, enjoy breakfast delivered right to your bungalow on a floating tray. Fresh fruit, pastries, strong coffee, all while surrounded by the beauty of Bora Bora. Talk about starting your day off right, and that's just the beginning. Bora Bora is all about those luxurious touches that make your getaway so special. Indulge in a couple's massage at one of Bora Bora's incredible spas, with the sound of the ocean as your soundtrack and panoramic views that take your breath away. Trust me, it's pure bliss. As the sun begins to set, picture yourselves sailing on a luxurious catamaran, the sky painted in hues of pink and orange, a glass of champagne in hand. Could it be any more romantic? But for the ultimate Bora Bora experience, a private dinner on a secluded sandbank is a must. Imagine, just the two of you, a table set under a canopy of stars, the gentle sound of the waves in the distance. It's the kind of memory you'll cherish forever. And that, my friends, is what makes Bora Bora the ultimate romantic escape. Next, we're off to Paris, the city that practically invented romance. There's just something about Paris that makes you want to stroll hand in hand, steal kisses under the Eiffel Tower, and fall head over heels in love. Get lost in the charming streets of Montmartre, a neighborhood that feels like it's straight out of a movie set. You'll discover hidden courtyards, quaint cafes, and artists selling their wares. Every corner tells a story. Speaking of cafes, you can't go to Paris without indulging in a classic Parisian breakfast. Imagine buttery croissants, delicate macarons, and strong coffee, all enjoyed at a sidewalk cafe while watching the world go by. And as the sun begins to set, there's no place more magical than the Seine River. As the city lights begin to twinkle, take a romantic cruise along the Seine. You'll drift past iconic landmarks like the Louvre and Notre Dame, all beautifully illuminated, and for a truly unforgettable experience, enjoy a gourmet candlelit dinner while on board. Pure magic. Now for a touch of luxury, how about a private photo shoot in front of the Eiffel Tower? You'll have a professional capture those once-in-a-lifetime moments against the backdrop of Paris's most iconic landmark. Talk about a souvenir you'll treasure forever. And to top it off, imagine an intimate dinner at Le Jules Verne, the Michelin-starred restaurant located on the second floor of the Eiffel Tower. With its breathtaking views and exquisite cuisine, it's the perfect way to end a perfect day in Paris. So there you have it, Paris, a city that never fails to ignite the flames of romance. Y'all imagine this. You and your love waking up in your own private tent, the sun rising over the African savanna. Can you picture it? The air is cool and crisp, and you can hear the animals waking up all around you. After a hot cup of coffee, you head out for an adventure. Maybe it's a jeep ride through the grasslands or a hot air balloon ride over the plains. Either way, you're surrounded by the beauty of nature and you feel so connected to each other and to the world around you. As the sun starts to set, you return to your camp where a roaring fire awaits you. You sip on cocktails and share stories about your day, the flames dancing in your eyes. And then, under a blanket of stars, you enjoy a meal prepared just for you. The food is delicious, of course, but it's the company and the setting that make it truly unforgettable. This isn't just any camping trip though, this is luxury in the wild. Think plush beds, outdoor showers, and maybe even a clawfoot tub where you can soak under the stars. And speaking of stars, the night sky here is like nothing you've ever seen before. Millions of stars twinkling above you, so clear and bright you feel like you could reach out and touch them. The Maasai Mara is a place where you can disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with each other. It's a place to slow down, breathe deep, and just be present in the moment. This Valentine's Day, why not give yourselves the gift of adventure, romance, and a whole lot of heart? The Maasai Mara is calling. If you're looking for a Valentine's Day escape that's straight out of a fairy tale, look no further than Zermatt, Switzerland. Imagine this. You and your sweetheart, bundled up in cozy sweaters, strolling hand in hand through the charming streets of this car-free village. The air is crisp and clean and the snow-capped peaks of the Swiss Alps surround you. After a day of skiing or snowboarding, you head back to your private chalet where a roaring fire awaits. The scent of pine needles fills the air and you can hear the gentle crackle of the flames. You sip on hot chocolate, snuggled up on a plush rug in front of the fire, and just enjoy each other's company. The world outside fades away, and it's just the two of you, wrapped in warmth and love. Later, you might indulge in a delicious fondue dinner, dipping crusty bread into melted cheese and sipping on local wine. Or maybe you'll take a horse-drawn carriage ride through the snow-covered streets, cuddling under warm blankets as the sound of sleigh bells fills the air. And for the ultimate indulgence, how about a private spa experience? Picture yourselves relaxing in a steaming hot tub surrounded by snow-covered peaks. A couple's massage follows, leaving you feeling pampered and rejuvenated. Zermatt is a place where you can escape the ordinary and step into a world of magic and romance. It's a place to create memories that will last a lifetime. Now, if you're looking for a Valentine's Day destination that's a little bit different, a little bit exotic, then Dubai is calling your name. Imagine yourselves whisked away on a private desert safari, the sun setting over the endless dunes, painting the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors. You'll ride camels across the sand, feeling the wind in your hair and the sun on your skin. You might even try your hand at sandboarding, racing down the dunes with laughter echoing behind you. As the stars begin to twinkle in the vast desert sky, you'll arrive at your private dining destination. Lanterns illuminate the sand, creating a magical ambiance. You'll feast on a delicious meal, a fusion of traditional Arabic flavors and modern cuisine. The food is incredible, but it's the setting and the company that make it truly special. And speaking of special, Dubai is all about luxury. Imagine yourselves staying in an opulent suite at the Burj Al Arab, that iconic sail-shaped hotel. Or perhaps at the Atlantis The Palm, with its underwater suites and thrilling water park. During the day you can explore the city's many attractions. Shop in the world-famous souks, marvel at the architectural wonders like the Burj Khalifa, or simply relax on the pristine beaches. Dubai is a city of contrasts, where ancient traditions meet modern marvels. It's a place where you can indulge in luxury and experience adventure, all in one unforgettable trip. Can you just picture it? The Amalfi Coast, with its rugged cliffs tumbling down to the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean. It's the kind of place that just begs to be shared with someone you love. I can just imagine Chip and me renting a little scooter, the wind in our hair, as we explore those charming villages. And the food! Oh my goodness, the food! Fresh seafood pulled straight from the sea, sun-ripened tomatoes bursting with flavor, and homemade pasta so good it'll make you want to lick the plate. You simply can't go wrong with a romantic getaway to Italy, especially when it's to a place as magical as the Amalfi Coast. Now, imagine staying in a charming cliffside hotel with those iconic pastel-colored buildings stacked one on top of the other and the most breathtaking views of the Mediterranean. Each morning you could wake up to the sun rising over the water, casting a golden glow on everything it touches. I can just picture Chip and me sipping our morning coffee on a private balcony, overlooking the endless horizon, the salty air filling our lungs, and the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. It's the perfect place to just relax, reconnect, and soak in every single moment of being together. Now let's talk about those sunsets. They're the kind of sunsets that make you want to pinch yourself just to make sure you're not dreaming. Imagine hopping on a sunset cruise to Capri, the gentle sea breeze blowing through your hair as the sky explodes in a kaleidoscope of colors. And speaking of Capri, how about a little day trip to this charming island? You could spend your day exploring hidden coves, indulging in some delicious Italian gelato, and maybe even picking up a souvenir or two. And for the most romantic experience of all, picture this: a private rooftop dinner at a Michelin-starred restaurant. The table is set with white linen, flickering candles, and a bottle of local Italian wine. You're surrounded by the twinkling lights of the coastline, and the only sounds are the gentle lapping of the waves and the sweet nothings being whispered between you and your loved one. It's the kind of experience that creates memories to last a lifetime. The Amalfi Coast is an absolute dream for a romantic getaway, and I can't recommend it enough. Y'all, Santorini is straight out of a dream. Can you imagine waking up to the Aegean Sea right outside your window? In Santorini, you can stay in these incredible cave hotels built right into the cliffs. Talk about a room with a view. These hotels often have private infinity pools that seem to spill right into the caldera. Imagine enjoying breakfast with your loved one while soaking up the sun, and those incredible blue and white houses perched on the cliffs. It just doesn't get more romantic than that, does it? And speaking of romance, don't even get me started on those Santorini sunsets. Everyone talks about them, and let me tell you, they live up to the hype. Find a spot on a terrace, or better yet, snuggle up with a blanket on a secluded part of the caldera. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink, orange, and purple, you'll feel like you're part of the most magical painting ever created. It's the perfect moment to steal a kiss or two and just soak in the beauty of it all. Now, Santorini isn't just about breathtaking views, it's an island meant to be explored. And what better way to do that than with a glass of Santorini's famous wine in hand? Take a romantic wine-tasting tour through the island's vineyards, where you can learn about the unique volcanic soil that gives Santorini wines their distinct flavor. You'll get to sample some incredible wines, enjoy delicious local snacks, and just soak up the beauty of the vineyards bathed in the Greek sunshine. It's a truly special experience, and you know how much Chip and I love a good wine tasting. And of course, no trip to Santorini would be complete without capturing some picture-perfect moments against those iconic blue-domed churches. They're like something out of a storybook. Stroll hand in hand through the narrow, winding streets, find a charming little cafe for a coffee break, and just get lost in the beauty of it all. For a truly unforgettable experience, imagine this. You and your sweetheart soaring above the island in a private helicopter. You'll see those iconic blue domes from a whole new perspective, and the views of the caldera are simply breathtaking. And just when you think it can't get any more romantic, you land on a luxury catamaran for a sunset dinner. Talk about a dream date. Now, if you're looking for a romantic getaway that's a little off the beaten path, let me tell you about Kyoto, Japan. This city is steeped in history and tradition, and it's home to some of the most beautiful temples and gardens in the world. Imagine staying in a traditional Japanese inn called a ryokan. These places are all about tranquility and relaxation. You'll sleep on comfy tatami mats, enjoy delicious Japanese breakfasts, and best of all, many ryokans have private onsen, which are natural hot springs. Just picture yourself soaking in a steaming onsen under the stars, surrounded by nothing but the sounds of nature. How peaceful does that sound? And speaking of nature, Kyoto is home to some of the most stunning gardens you'll ever see. One of my favorites is the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. Imagine walking hand in hand with your loved one through towering bamboo stalks that seem to reach for the sky. The sunlight filters through the leaves, creating the most magical, ethereal light. It's like stepping into another world, and if you're lucky enough to be there during cherry blossom season, well, that's just pure magic. Now, y'all know how much I love experiencing new cultures through their food, and Kyoto is a foodie's paradise. One of the most romantic dining experiences you can have in Kyoto is a traditional kaiseki dinner. This is a multi-course meal that's like a work of art. Each dish is beautifully presented and bursting with unique flavors and textures. It's a true feast for the senses, and it's the perfect way to experience the heart of Japanese cuisine with your sweetheart. Plus, it's a great way to try lots of different things. And for a truly unforgettable experience, how about a private dinner on a scenic boat drifting along the Hozu River? You'll glide past breathtaking scenery including lush forests, traditional villages, and maybe even some local wildlife. The gentle rocking of the boat, the sound of the water lapping against the hull, and the delicious food will create the perfect ambiance for a romantic evening. And as you float along the river, you'll understand why Kyoto is considered such a magical and romantic destination. From candlelit dinners on a secluded beach in Bora Bora, to breathtaking views from a private chalet in Switzerland, these destinations offer the ultimate romantic escape. Whether you're dreaming of adventure in the African savanna, cozy nights by a crackling fire, or soaking up the sun on a Greek island, there's a perfect Valentine's Day getaway out there for every couple. Which of these trips is on your Valentine's Day wish list? Let us know in the comments below. And if this video sparked your wanderlust, don't forget to like and share it with your special someone. Subscribe to Living the Soft Life for more dreamy travel inspiration.